Hi everyone, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a trans Caucasian Hispanic woman, and so I can only speak for a very small fraction of the world. So I just kind of wanted to talk about what it means to be an ally to other communities. I know I've talked about how people can be a better ally to trans people, but I try to be an ally to the oppressed and marginalized, but it's really, really hard sometimes because, I do have privilege and I need to check that, and I need to make sure that I am not oppressing people with my words and my actions and the little things that I do. The first thing I want to talk about is you should not require validation for your allyship. Like, you should never expect a thank you or a job well done or any sort of encouragement like that. Like, you don't deserve that. Like, we are not deserving of any praise or thank you for being an ally. We are simply treating people with dignity in the way that they deserve to be treated. Like, that should be the standard. That should be where everyone is at. We should all just respect people and treat people the way we want to be treated. So a point that I brought up earlier is don't speak for communities that you shouldn't speak for. I don't need to be shouting and drowning out the voices of the marginalized because they have better information to give. They have personal accounts and stories to tell about how they have been treated wrongly and how they can be treated better. I can be supportive and respectful towards them and listen to them, but I shouldn't be speaking on behalf of them. Beyond just not speaking for other communities other than your own, you should also listen to other people and what they have to say. They will inform you how best to treat them as an individual. The reason that the Holocaust was so deadly and so harmful and such a tragedy is because people didn't stand up for what was right. People stayed silent, they stayed complicit, and they allowed hate to take over. Love did win, and love will win, but it'll take even more time if we have less people standing up against what's wrong. So we need to take risks, we need to protest, we need to call our senators, we need to call out hate from our friends, we need to check ourselves, we need to listen to others. We have to admit our mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes. I've said a lot of things that I didn't mean or that I just didn't think through and that I regret. And we need to make sure that we're calling ourselves out. Stand up for what you believe in, stand up for what's right. It doesn't always have to mean going to the front lines of protests. We have a freedom of religion no matter what your religion is. Trans is beautiful. Immigrants are welcome here. Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna let you go and listen to those voices because that's who you should be listening to right now. The voices of trans women of color. Go listen to Laverne Cox, what she has to say. Go listen to the people like Marsha P. Johnson who are poor and maybe haven't transitioned or who live on the streets or who are homeless, and go listen to their voices because they need the most help right now.